So, quick little thing about what I hate about society, in the sense that people will sugarcoat shit, and the reason why we're not doing that in this channel is because you know I think we both realize that there's two things, right, when it comes to shit in society. There's what we would like society to be, and what it is. Okay, so you remember Tryhard when you're talking about you're like, oh well, this girl that I took out on a date is talking about how she was never on a date and she had quote unquote boyfriends, but technically they were just fucking. Okay. They were just fucking. No, but let me finish. They were just fucking friends with benefits. You're gonna tell the whole story, but the reason why I want to put this detail out is because the reason why this chick had the audacity to pull that shit off, okay, it's because nobody calls her out on her shit, and I mean, you could ask Tryhard, like, I'm very passionate when it comes to shit like that. And the reason is because I understood that, okay, the girl would say, oh my God, like, I'm offended, you're an asshole and all that. And then it's just like, yeah, but you just told me that you're a booty call. Or whatever, friends with benefits. That's what you do, okay? That's what you decided to take in life. When your mom asks, like, what can you do in this life? You're like, well, I just want to fuck guys and not care. My mom told me I could do anything, so I decided to be a fucking friends with benefits.
Oh my God.
So okay? True. But you get to try hard, and then you're like, okay, this guy's treating me like I don't want to be treated. Which is pretty much like how you treat humans. And then because of that, no, I don't get to fuck. Nah, fuck that. Nah. You're special. Put you in my pocket. Fuck that. What? What kind of shit is that?
No, it's true.
So you had to kick her out of the car, which is amazing. Because, I remember, I pretty much pulled the same shit, but it was on a different thing, where I was with a couple buddies, right? We went out clubbing, then clubbing was done. We went for pizza, right? So as we were walking back, they find those two girls. Blah, blah, blah. And then apparently, one of the girls, it was her birthday that night. She had the ribbon and shit. I never checked for that, but I should, I guess. Because it's like the easiest fucking way to get in, right? You're like, it's your birthday! It's like, oh my God!
Done that so many times.
Yeah, but whatever. I'm lazy when it comes to shit like that. But anyway, so he starts talking to her, and then me, I'm the type of guy that once the club is over and I ate, like I'm just, girls are out of my radar. I'm like, you bitches were in the club for 2 hours. All right, I know how to dance. You bitches didn't fucking get me. Like, too bad. I'm not talking to like some bitch with crying about I don't fucking know what. Like, fuck it, I don't care. But those guys pulled that shit off. So whatever. Salute to them. But those guys are like, oh, okay, cool. We live near Ottawa, U, blah, blah. Which is perfect because my friend was living close to that. Get in the car, start driving, right? So, drive is about 15 minutes. We have to cross the bridge and shit. As we are almost crossing the bridge, those girls are like, oh, blah, blah, it's fine, blah, blah. I just hope we don't get raped. I stopped the car.
As you should.
I stopped the car, pulled on the side. I'm like, what? Oh, I just said, I'm like, get out. And then my friend's like, trying to bump me on the shoulder. Like, yeah, blah, blah, you don't understand. Calling out, we can get him. I'm like, fuck that shit. What kind of shit is that? Like, the arrogance that you have. You sit in my car. I had to pay for that shit. And then you had no issue getting in. You had no issue at all. You had no issue to know that all of a sudden we're all from Ottawa, we're all around downtown core Ottawa. You had no issue with that at all. And then you just had to say it. You just had to say that, so that's what we do out here, right? We're just out there ripping bitches. I lost it. I'm just like, And and when it comes to that, I'm the nicest guy. Nicest guy. I completely lost it. I'm like, look, get the fuck out. I don't care. And I started cursing my fucking friend too. Because he's trying to convince me that, it's not a big deal. Dude, like, I almost got a case on me on that shit. And the only reason that it happened is because I had a friend there. Dude, I don't know, man. So I think that, and the reason why I'm telling those stories is because, okay, when it comes to everything, people don't want the truth. They go with, well, I feel that way, therefore it's real. Fuck that. This is not how shit works. Just because you feel a certain way, you need to have a logic to why you're feeling a certain way.
I think the importance of what you're saying is basically like people. It's easier for them to believe a story tale because we were all kids once, right?
Okay.
So we were all kids, and all of a sudden, our parents came in our rooms, and we were being fucking brats. It's like, go to sleep. It's like, nah, fuck you. I don't want to go to sleep. And it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fine, I'm going to read you a storybook. And it's like, okay, thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mom, for reading me a storybook. And I tell you about how some, like, princess is going to lose her slipper, and some dude's going to trek all over the fucking country to find a bitch that's wearing one size of shoe that's going to magically fit her feet. Like, okay, this isn't LeBron James. We don't all have, like, deformed feet that only have, like, one fucking shoe that fits. You know what I mean? Like, if a bitch was a size 9, guess what? There would have been probably about 100 bitches with size 9 feet in that country, and you would have never found her. Like, truth. Right? If you can't remember what a bitch's face looks like, you shouldn't be allowed to, like, look at her foot and be like, try on the slipper. Oh my god, it's you. Like,
I suck on those toes, I remember.
But that's what I mean. The problem with society today is that people want to believe in a fairy tale. And they want to believe, more importantly, that they're the epicenter of that fairy tale. Oh, and it's what they know. That's what they can remember. It's like if you go out and you see these bitches when you're out all the time. You and I, we both see them. Yeah. And they're out and they're drunk and they're having what they consider to be a quote-unquote fun time. Because they remember it a lot different than how it happened. Every time. And that's why guys like you almost get in trouble. That's why guys like me almost get in trouble. Because they remember it 8 different ways. Yeah. Oh, right? Yeah. I can tell you a story right now. Yeah. I was at the bar not even like a month ago. Yeah. All of a sudden, it's Sunday fun day. Yeah. I'm having a great time, everything like that. I'm chilling out with you. I'm chilling out with our other boy. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, there's these 2 hot chicks there. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I'm like, Clinic, I think I know that girl. Yeah. I think she comes by the bar. Oh, yeah, you told me that. Everything like that. Yeah, I remember. You're like, you know what? That girl, she's pretty. She's a good-looking girl. She's fly. What's her story, though? I'm like, I don't know her that well. I just seen her a couple times. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, this girl goes from, hey, I've seen you a couple times, to sucking on my face. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Kissing my neck, telling me that she wants me to take her home, and shit like that. Uh-huh. And who's been having some drinks? You, me, our boy, this chick, her friends, all of us. Oh, yeah. Right? All of us have been having a drink. We all did. Right? Yep. So then, she's thinking to herself and her friend, you know what, I've had a great fucking night because the storybook that I'm writing myself with my drunk mind right now says that I'm having a great night. It also says that I just met Tryhard, there's the Prince Charming. Yeah. You know? Okay. I might just go home with him, we're going to have a happy ever after. You know what I mean? Yep. That's what they tell themselves. But in actuality, I take this girl to Zach's Diner, I get to Zach's Diner and I'm like, this girl is fucked. It's over. Right? But you know what the difference is with me and other Prince Charmings? Other Prince Charmings are like, no, I was promised a happy ending. I'm getting a happy ending. Right? They got to go to court because they took the happy ending. Yep. But the other issue is that they're going to court for the happy ending in the first place. Yeah. Right? I'm not condoning anything. I'm not saying anything. So feminists, calm the fuck down. Yep. Okay? Yep. All I'm saying is that girl was not in the right mind to do anything. Right. At that point, the friend should have looked at the scenario and been like, my friend's fucked up. We're leaving, right? We see mother hens all the time. Don't get me wrong. This is separate from our other conversation where the mother den's got to get distracted and shit like that. Like, it got to a point where within 15 minutes of me talking to this girl, she went from 0 to 50. And I was like, okay, 50's a pass.
Okay.
You know, like 50 isn't like one drink too many. We're still a few drinks from her being too intoxicated. Right. Shit like that. It was fun. Then I get to Zach's.
0 to 100.
An hour later, and she's at 100.
It's over.
And it's over. To the point where she goes to the washroom to go throw up. I leave money on the table, and I know people that work there. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, and I left. I don't know this girl.
And you left her? You left her there?
I left her, man.
Wow.
She was there in a public place with her friend. I didn't think she'd be. I didn't think it was the wrong thing to do. But I was like, I left because I'm like, if I have anything else to do with this girl, let's say I walk out the restaurant with her, she gets hit by a car, I'm getting blamed. I'm like, let's say for instance, I take her home and we just sleep, right? I sleep on the couch, she sleeps in her bed. God. I'm half black, dude. There's one story to a police officer that says, hey, you know what?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened, and I don't know what happened, right? They'd have to get to a hospital before they find out that I was telling the truth. And then when they got to the hospital, I'd still already be in cuffs. So why the fuck would I risk that? So then I was like, you know what? Fuck this. And I left. I end up meeting up with some other boys, going back to Sunday Funday. I come back. Only to find out that this bitch left her fucking wallet, her ID, everything in the same booth I was there. Now, I'm friends with these people. Yeah. So they're like, hey, that girl that you left, let her know her shit's here. Alright. I don't know who this girl is.
God damn.
I just met this girl.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be like fucking Simba and Nala, right? And just have like this awesome adventure where there's like singing and flamingos and shit. Yeah. But nah, that's not how it went down. Instead, she had to go from 50 to 100 and then just, in my opinion, untouchable.
It's like, let me kiss on a cute guy, and then from, oh man, I'm going to puke in a public place.
100%. And it's just like, but that's the bullshit and here's the reality though. The reality is that she's going to wake up the next day, have a phone call with her friend, and be like, oh, fuck, bitch, so crazy last night. Oh man, my head's fucking killing me. But like, still got a hangover. I just know that we had so much fun dancing and shit, and like, you know, like, yeah, I think you were a slut last night, and you like made out with like a couple guys. Yeah, I remember that. I am a fucking slut. I know. Fuck, it's so exciting. But that's what I'm saying, because they glamorize it, right? They want it to be that fucking fairy tale. Yeah. And they want it to be a story that they wrote of their own making, where they're the fucking princesses. Mm-hmm. And we're either the fucking villains, or we're Prince Charming. It doesn't matter how we're written in the story. Yeah. Because it's still the fairy tale that they're writing themselves, right? It's not how the night went down at all, right? Because anybody that's sitting there, it's like if you've ever gone out, and some people have done this, I used to do this all the time. If you ever go out and you're the one person that doesn't drink at a party, right? House party at college, doesn't matter.
I've done it today, actually.
But you go out and you're the sober one.
Oh my God.
And you're around drunk people and they assume you're drunk.
Oh my
just
God.
By association.
Bro, it's
the
absolute worst.
It is, because you see everything. And you see exactly how crazy it is. And then when you see these people next, they tell you how crazy that night was. And you're like...
But it wasn't.
It wasn't. Like, it wasn't that crazy. It's like, what do you mean? Like, that guy went home with like 2 chicks. It's like, he kissed one girl on the cheek. Yeah. It's like, but through some stupid game of telephone, or from you telling the story 9 times, this fairy tale, reiterating it to all the other Disney princesses in your fucking crew. Yeah. Like, all of a sudden, details have been stretched and flipped and glamorized and this, or to the opposite of that, they've been stepped on, and it's like all of a sudden this person who kissed that girl on the cheek was so out of line, he was all over her, he was making out with her, and it's like, fuck, we had to push him off, you know, and like, save her and rescue her and shit. Like, she was uncomfortable. And then that girl's like, I wasn't uncomfortable, but you tell her enough times that she's like, you know what, I was fucking uncomfortable, right? And then, what the fuck happens? Problems. It's the fairy tale, though. That's what I'm saying. And people forget. Yeah. There's Disney fairy tales, and then there's the real ones.
There's the life.
There's the life before Disney, right? Yeah. Where Pinocchio was fucking hung from a tree because he was a little boy that was made out of wood. People were like, burn that thing. Burn it. And then you got Pinocchio, where it's like, oh, the blue fairy changed everything, you know, made him a real boy and shit. Life was good. But it's like, that's not fucking life anymore. Right? Yeah. Everything's been flipped. Everything's been switched. And more importantly, people believe what the fuck they want to believe. Yeah. And that's the mistake. Yeah. And it's no different than police officers. It's no different than these bitches that get drunk at clubs and get disrespectful, start disrespecting people's shit. you see them because they start fucking with shit randomly, like they've never grown up or have any respect. Yeah, and what do their fathers do? They're CEOs of oil companies and fucking garbage like that.
Yeah, but they don't get called out. That's the main problem.
Hey, listen, I'm not the one with the name. You know, like...
No, I know, but
if my name was calling out Clinic, I fucking would love to.
I do it. No, I do it. But I'm saying there's nobody shaking that, you know, making them wake up out of that fucking fairy tale. That's the problem. It's almost like, okay, as a comedian that I really like, he died unfortunately, but Patrice O'Neal said, he's like, the problem with chicks is this, okay? So they're in a movie, right? They're the main character, right? They're the producer. They're the fucking makeup girl. They're everything on the movie. They take care of everything. There's nobody else in there. But the problem with that is, if you see me at a club or you see me out and I'm talking to you and I'm like, look, hey, what's going on? And then you decide to be disrespectful on some, I'm cute and, you know, I do what I want because I'm drunk, you're going to get called the fuck out. And once you get called the fuck out, there's two things you can do. It's either you take the time to think and say, okay, well, the reason he's calling me out is because I'm out of line, because I'm doing all this extra shit that I don't need to do. I'm pushing people away. Today, I'm chilling on the wall. Chilling on the, like, I'm basically, my back is facing the bar, okay? Downstairs.
Okay, so you're at the bar.
So I'm at the bar.
Okay.
I'm just minding my business there. There's like, you know, it started off by being maybe 20 people downstairs because they were holding people upstairs to make sure that it looks full. Everything was wild because I'm like, okay, cool, I got space. 10 minutes later, the shit is completely full. I'm at that same spot. And then what happens? I get bumped into, I get hit into, girls are trying to grind on the bar, girls are trying to pass through. They pass through, but they stop midway point. They talk to their girlfriend. They try to grab the girl by the hand like it's a fucking train. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Turns into a music festival, man.
Yeah, like, shit. Might as well put some fucking chairs and then, you know, we'll sing Kumbaya and then fucking, you know, play musical chairs. I don't fucking know. Because I'm just like, this is a club. What the fuck is that?
Well, a lot of people would argue with you and say that it's exactly what it sounds like.
It's exactly what it sounds like?
Right?
Okay, but my question is, so you motherfuckers are drunk and doing all that shit, all that extra shit on MySpace. Okay?
Yeah.
We all paid for it. I didn't pay for it because I know whatever. I know connections. Got my connect. But whatever. You don't know that. But we all got prepared to be here. All right? We all took the time. We're like, all right, we called our boys. We did this to get there. Why are you in my face? Why are you in my space? You can't dance for shit. You're drunk, and then this one dude is grinding with his girlfriend on the wall, and then decides to like move to me, then decides to grind with another guy, then another guy was trying to grind on his girlfriend, then they looked at each other weird, then he pushes the guy. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Just because you want the experience of the club, I have to suffer. I have to get kicked. This guy is smoking a cigarette, I almost got burned. Because he smokes and then he didn't even look, throws the shit, and he's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm like, yo, cool, it's chill. And then in my mind, I'm like, I'm shaking my head. I'm like, what the fuck? We're outside in the patio. There's 20 people. Out of everyone you could have done that to, it's me. Jesus.
Well, man, I don't know. Maybe you're just the most unlucky guy when it comes to these club scenarios.
So like at this point, I'm thinking, man, maybe I should get like fucking super fucking skinny. And then try to see if I can fucking maneuver into this shit.
I don't think that's gonna have anything to do with it.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, why do I have to suffer? I love the club as much as the next cat. Why do I have to suffer? Because idiots are trying to be like, yo, get drunk. I don't care. Just get off my face. When I'm getting drunk, I'm not out there just fucking bumping into everyone. I'll be loud, cool. But I'm not there, I'm stepping into you, I'm stepping into you, I'm stepping into you. your girl, I touch her butt, and then I leave. Like I'm walking there, and then I'm watching to see what's good, you know, moving my head left, right, and then some girl decides that, okay, she wants to get off the podium that's there, you know, so I look like a fucking stool apparently. So she's just like, alright, she jumps fucking on my shoulder, and my shoulder is fucking hurt from working out. Doesn't care about that. Jumps on me, leaves. Cool. The next girl that was grinding with some guy just decides to grab my butt because apparently, like, I'm into butt play now. And then fucking leaves. And that's perfectly okay. But I remember this one chick is like trying to maneuver to all that shit. And then I kind of like move my hand because I have to push the guy, the guy's back so she can go. And I kind of like touch her boobs slightly while doing that. And then she looked at me like, and I looked at her like, what, bitch, really? Like, you really gonna pull that? Then we look at each other for a bit, and then she's like, nah, it's not worth it. And then she walked away.
Oh, man. You have the best stories. I don't know how this shit happens to you.
It happened! Like, I'm not even lying.
I believe you. I believe that's just so funny. It's like, I know it happened.
But that's the thing. But when I tell these stories, and this is why I tell these stories, is because it's the level of frustration that I'm having. If you saw me getting in that club, I'm there, I'm in the line, I'm like, I'm waiting in the line, I'll be pumping. Then I meet that guy, then I skip the line. No problem. He's like, oh, yo, sorry, you know, he didn't have my phone. I'm like, yeah, it's all good, but did pay. Perfect. I was happy. Like, I was in bliss. I'm like, oh, man, whatever. Slowly but surely, that shit broke me down.
But what you gotta remember, man, is that when you were in line, that was your fairy tale. That was you painting a picture for yourself.
There you go.
That you were gonna
That's
have
exactly it.
This awesome night. Or this night was gonna fucking pop
Like,
off.
it's gonna be sweet.
It's gonna be sweet, right?
Yeah.
The problem is, your fairy tale ran smack dab into everyone else's fairy tale, and
I lost.
Theirs wanted it more. I know what to tell you. It sounds to me like their fairy tales just wanted it more.
They wanted it more.
And like, unfortunately, that meant that in the moment, your dream, it was gone. It was done.
No, it was
like,
gone. It was gone.
There was no place.
But just having like a good night, and I didn't even care about the whole I'm gonna take a girl home type of deal. But just whatever. It is what it is.
Shit happens. Fairy tales happen. They need to change. People need to stop thinking that shit's about them. The problem is people are self-absorbed.
They are.
When you really get down to it.
Yes.
And if people stop being so self-absorbed, like, don't get me wrong, we're all assholes. I'm one of the biggest ones,
Yeah.
But it's like, if people take a moment and they step back and they realize that they're self-absorbed, or they realize that they're in a hell of their own making, because in a lot of these situations, right, like, the party wasn't as great as it was supposed to be in their minds, but it wasn't great because, we were there. We were fucking with their dreams.
Yeah,
It's like how in this scenario, they were there and they were fucking with your dreams.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't matter because their dream was more important than yours type of deal.
But that's what I mean.
Alright.
So, we're going to wrap this up.
Yep.
As always, I'm Alessandro Tryhard.
Calling out clinic as usual.
And thank you all for subscribing and listening, and look forward to something else coming out soon. Thanks, guys.